September 30th, 2025, Kinshasa. In a stunning and unprecedented ruling, a military court of the Democratic Republic of Congo sentenced former President Joseph Kabila to death in absentia. Convicted of treason, war crimes, and crime against humanity, the man who once ruled Congo for 18 years now stands branded an enemy of the state he once led. Joseph Kabila rose to power in 2001 following the assassination of his father, Laurent Desire Kabila. Just 29 years old, he inherited one of Africa's most turbulent nations and a war still raging. For nearly 2 decades, Kabila held on to power through elections marred by irregularities, through rebellions in the east, through accusations of corruption and brutality. But he also brought relative stability in certain areas and managed a fragile handover in 2019 to Felix Tshisekedi.
The entire Africa now needs to hold all these leaders into account. And if we speak about the Kabila family, we could compare it to the Gupta family here in South Africa that had embezzled and captured the state. In the same way, the Kabila family, Janet, Zoe, so-called sister and twin sister and brothers, had also embezzled the Congo in such a way that Janet Kabila, for instance, was named in the Panama Papers, and she was the one who was liaising with the passport. And today, as the diaspora, many Congolese don't have an identity document. We don't have a passport. So we are prisoners of the Kabila family.
The court accused Kabila of more than just bad governance. The charges are severe: murder, rape, torture, supporting the M23 rebels, orchestrating insurrections against the Congolese state, crimes against humanity committed during his presidency. In a closed military courtroom, prosecutors presented their case. Kabila was absent. No legal team defended him. International observers questioned the fairness of the process. Yet, the court moved swiftly.
Mr. Kabila has benefited from the UN, he has benefited from the banks, and he has benefited from a US investment bank. And by creating his own banks and his own entities so that he controlled the mines, we must be speaking about the fact that Congo is the richest country on earth, while it is today the poorest. Its citizens are living below $2 a day. So, which means that the money that is supposed to build the infrastructure used to go into the state coffer. Not used to go, but because until today, that is what is happening. He is the former president, but he still earns $680,000 monthly. That's a shame for a person who's no longer holding an office. I wonder whether the president in any other African country are earning that much. What they have done is to scant investment, infrastructure, job creation, social services, and nothing has been done for the population. Instead, we have a population, including us here in the diaspora, because I speak as a Congolese citizen, although I'm an African.
On September 30th, 2025, the verdict was delivered. Death by firing squad, billions in damages ordered to be paid to the Congolese state and affected provinces. Joseph Kabila was condemned without ever setting foot inside the court. The verdict was divided Congo and the world. In South Africa, where Kabila is believed to be in exile, silence reigns. His allies call the trial a witch hunt. His critics call it long overdue justice. Few former heads of state in Africa have ever faced the death penalty. Analysts say the ruling could be a watershed moment or a dangerous precedent. In eastern DR Congo, The scars of conflict run deep. Millions displaced, thousands killed, entire generations raised in refugee camps. Joseph Kabila once embodied Congo's promise of stability. Today he symbolizes his unresolved wounds. Whether his death sentence marks a step towards justice or a plunge into political vengeance remains to be seen. For the Congolese people, the struggle continues for peace, for truth, and for a future where justice is not a weapon but a shield. The story of Joseph Kabila is not over. Neither is Congo's. Wow. Keep it here for more updates. I've been your one and only Director Jao. And like I always tell you, that whoever has a brain, sense is expected.